All right, what's good, YouTube? I had a question about how do you enter the market? Like just getting into the market. Like, how do you get into your trade? Do you set it up, or do you just press enter and you get in the trade? But I'm gonna try to explain it to you the best way I can. All right, so there are like five different type of orders that you could do. You can put into the market. One is called a market order. So that'll be the first one I talk about, the market order. Okay, so you see how price is like 1.54, I mean 154.76 right here. Okay, so if I was to get in the market right now, it's gonna put me in the market to whatever the spread is that your broker is using. So if your spread is like, I'll say you're selling this or whatever, and you get in here right now and the spread is like zero point 0.1, right? So it's not gonna put you into the market until that spread is cleared. So you're gonna start out in the negative until that spread is cleared, and then you'll start making money. So if you were just getting in the market here, what you would do, let's see, I'm making use forex.com, see what it let me put a sell on here. Okay, now I'm gonna have to go to let's see, I'll go somewhere else. Let's see here, one of these will let me do it. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm gonna have to use Hanko Trade to show you how to put in like a market order. Okay, so let me let's see, which one of these can I pull over here. Let's pull this one. Okay, here we go, right here. We'll pull this over here for right now. All right, so if we're gonna put a market order in right now, we'll just push, if depending on if we're selling or buying, we'll just push place buy order if we buying. So we'll just push it right now and we'll just buy it. Boom, we're in the market. Right at where they got us in at, 1.7 1.17943. All right, so we in the market right now. We're in the hole because of the spread. The spread is on euro. You find the spread right over here. The spread is 2.7. So that means we bought in with 0.01 lots. So that 2.7, that's this right here, what we're in the hole, because we're only doing 1 cent lots. So we're in the hole right now for 27.28 cents. So when we start climbing into, the good and clear up that spread, that way the broker get paid, and then, you will get paid when your trade start to progress. That is a market order. It puts you right into the market, right? Okay. So if you're gonna do the other type is a buy limit. That we'll start on the buys. You can do a buy limit, right? Okay, so say, all right, well, I went ahead and clicked on the buy limit, but I'm gonna show you how to set it up on, I'm gonna go to TradingView, right? So you can get the example, right? All right, so say this market is going up, right? And you don't want to get into it until let's pull out the field, for example. All right, now we know we want to buy this market. Say we want to buy this market and not sell it, because I'm looking to sell it right now, but just for example purposes, say you want to buy this market when it gets around let's see here, say you want to buy the market when it gets down to the 80%, right? So what you do is, this is called a buy limit. It's only gonna buy when it gets to the place that you set the trade up for. Okay, so we'll get, like, the tool or whatever right over here. We're going long. So right here is where we're going to buy in at. And we'll push our take profit up to, like, say a 1 to 2. Okay, right up in there. Okay, so when the market comes down, boom, it'll put us in the trade right here. And our hopes are for the trade to continue to turn around and go up in our favor like that. That's our hopes for, let me get this, for a buy limit. This is buy limit. That's how you do a buy limit. Well, let's see, buy limit. Okay, that is a buy limit. Price got to come down and tag you in and then turn back around, right? Okay, so on Hanko Trade, let's go back. Where is that? 1 second. 1 second here. Let me go back here. Okay, I'm showing my accounts. It'll be all right. But okay, on the I'm trying to get my where did I put it? I got so many screens up. I got to find out where I'm at. Okay, here I go. All right. So here, if you, well, let's go to USD JPY. All right. So on that trade, right? That trade was on the, let's see. That trade was on the 45 seconds. So I'm on the 1 minute. So we'll go here and set up the buy limit right here. So this is how you would do it. We'll push buy limit right here, push buy limit right there. And so we'll drag the entry down, right? Okay. So let's say about right up in there. I think that's about where it was on the other screen. Okay. Because this is the this is what we were looking at right here. Let me get this trend line. All right, here, maybe here. 1 second. If I can get this thing to come up. Okay, all right. Here and here. This is about the gist of it right here. All right. Yeah, we'll say that's it right there. Okay. All right, and we want to buy it when it get to here, right? Okay. We want to buy when it get down to here, and then we can add our stop loss. We'll say our stop loss is going to go under here, right? And then we can add our take profit. Our take profit, whatever you got your take profit at, a 2 to 1 or whatever. So a 2 to 1 would be probably around 5. I'll say about right up in there. That'd be like almost about a 2 to 1, say right up in here. Okay. And then we'll just push, push buy. All right. So let me refresh it. So it'll show. Hopefully it shows. All right. Let's see what we got. Hold on. Did it come up? Look like I'm gonna have to go in here again. Give me 1 second. Let's go in here again and put it in here. I pushed the wrong button. Sorry. I put another market order. That's what happens when so you got to be real careful about pushing that place by order thing. So right here, all right, you want to put your order right here, of course. Put your order right here. Add a stop loss. You pull that down right there. You add in a stop loss. Then you want to add your take profit. Go up here, push it up to here. So when price gets down to this green line, it's going to put you in the trade, right? And so you can put on there place order or whatever. So it should, okay, it say your order have been placed. It's under pending, right? So you may have two up under there. Okay, here's the pending order right here. It's a buy limit on on it's a buy limit right here on UJ, right? Okay, let me erase these two here. All right, so that's how you do a buy limit. All right, now a buy stop is a little different. I'm gonna erase this buy limit just to get it off the chart. I'm gonna refresh it too because it's still there. Okay, now a buy stop is different. This is how a buy stop is. Okay, so when you press buy stop, you want the price, say you want the price to get above this high before it puts you in the trade. The price gotta continue to go up, put you in the trade, and keep going. You get me? It gotta keep going. It doesn't have to fall to your entry. It has to go past where you see the market going past. So you put your entry above wherever you're trying to get in, and you add a stop loss. So you add your stop loss, and then you add your take profit. Say you want your take profit to go up here, and then you press placed order, right? All right, so you go to pending here, and you'll see it. You got a buy stop right here. So if price gets above this high and continues going, you have a buy stop. You're in the trade, and your stop loss will be under this low here, right? So how that will look on TradingView, this is how it would look here. I'm gonna erase all of this, erase this. All right, how it will look here is, just for example, what you will want is the price to get above these highs, right? Okay, so say it gets above these highs, we in a long position, our entry is going to be above these highs here, boom, and our stop loss is going to be below these lows. So price is going to have to, you're not in the trade yet. When you place it, you're not in the trade. Only time you're going to get in the trade is when this high has been taken. So when this high get taken, trade going to start going. You'll start being in the trade, and you know it may pull back a little bit and keep going, right? So you're going to be going for, like me personally, I go for a 2-to-1 on all my trades, right? I'm going to get a 2-to-1. Okay, so right here, just looking at this here, you wouldn't be in the trade yet. You would just have it set up. So if price was to come up here and boom, tag you in and keep going, you'll win the trade. But, you know, price could come in here, tag you in, and go the opposite direction. You know, it can go the opposite direction too. So that's one thing you got to be aware with on buy limits or buy stops. Now, okay, the sell stops, they the same thing, just in reverse, right? So going back to Hanko trade, let's get on back over there. Yeah, let's see here. Going back to Hanko right here. This is Hanko. Yeah. All right. So when you go back to Hanko, you go to sell this time. You're going to be on sale. Okay. So what you do is, if you want to do a sell limit, you push sell limit. So with the market, I'm gonna erase all. I'm gonna delete all of these so I can get that off the screen. Delete all the other positions out too, so won't be confusing. All right, this is a demo account, by the way, so everything's all good. All right. So a sell limit is, say like, all right, right here, you saying the market gonna get right here and turn around, right? It's gonna come to your POI. Say this your POI right here. Just for example, this your POI. You want price to get right here and turn around. So what you're gonna do is add your stop loss. Your stop loss can go above the high right here, and your take profit, you pull it on down. 2 to 1, wherever your 2 to 1 is. Whatever numbers you got put together. You put all your numbers and stuff over here, right? So your stop loss price, you put it right here. Your take profit, you put that number right here, and so on, right? So right here, we'll place the order. Boom. All right. Your order is under pending orders, right? Okay. So here's the order right here. You got a sale limit, right? So if price comes here, if price gets here, right here to this line where it says sale limit and turns around, you'll be making money. But if it keeps going, it's going to stop you out. Your trade didn't work, right? So that's okay. I mean, if you get stopped out, you just go on to the next trade. I'm going to show you how that looks on TradingView, right? So we're back at TradingView, okay? So we got a sale limit. What we want is, just for example, we want the price to come, say up to this line right here, up to here. We'll put our stop loss up here. So let's see where this tag us in right here. I'm gonna go for a 3 to 1 or 4 to 1, whatever. All right. So if price tags us in, this is just for example. All right. Here's our entry right here. Okay. Almost tagged in, but not yet, not quite. But if I pull it down, you'll see it tagged. All right. So you see this little dotted line going alongside here. This little dotted line. I'm gonna try to pull it out so you can see it. It's a little dotted line right here, and that lets you know you're in the trade. So if it go in that gray area, that's where you don't want it to go. You want it to continue to push down, right? So you want this trade go up, tag in here, and keep pushing down. That is a sell limit, right? Okay. All right. So let's do a sell stop right quick. You go to Hanko Trade, you go back to Hanko Trade, and you go over here and you switch it to sell, and then you push sell stop, right? And when you do a sell stop, you want price, before you get in the trade, you want price to be done broke these lows. So you pull this down, and you add a stop loss. Say you want your stop loss above this high right here. You want your stop loss above that high. Then you want your take profit. You want your take profit down, down below. We're just gonna pull it down a little. All right. So then you go and place sell order, right? So okay, that's the sell stop right here. So if price get below these lows and keep going, you're in a sell stop, right? That's the difference in the sell stop and the sell limit. The sell stop will keep going past the point that you want to enter, and the buy limit has to reach. The sell limit has to reach the point where you want to enter in reverse. All right. The sell stop, it actually keeps going. Okay. So I'm gonna show you how this one looks on the on TradingView. All right. So right now, you see how price gets right there, and it puts us in the trade. So we would be in this trade, right? Just waiting, hoping that it don't hit this stop loss right here, right? All right. So with the sell stop, you won't get in the trade. You won't get in the trade until right here, right? And your stop loss will go above the high, right? So like, say this is your say this right here. Say your entry was say your entry was below this candle here, this white candle right here. All right. So right now you would be in the trade. You get me? Right below this white candle, right? With the little wick right here. You would be in this trade because this candle right here pushed you into the trade, right? And what you are hoping is that it continues down and not go up and hit your stop loss. And that is how you do the buy limits, the buy stops, the sell limits, the sell stops. You don't want it to come back and hit your stop loss. When it do, it just do. You have to trade, but that's how you protect your capital. You must have a stop loss. You know, you can set alerts on TradingView for your stops or your take profits and stuff like that. But it's best to watch these trades, especially if, like here, I'm on the 45 seconds. So most of the time when I'm trading the 45 seconds, I'm watching the charts. But that's all I got for you right now. That's how you do the market, the orders for the market. And you use Hanko Trade, you'll have all your orders up on dependent orders when you set them up. After you do your analysis or whatever it is that you're doing to get into the market. All right, that's all I got for you. If you want to learn more about trading, I'll be trying to put out beginner-friendly videos because I know a lot of people out there don't know exactly how to use the platforms and how to actually get into the market. So with that being said, if you want to join the Discord, the link will be in the description below. Holla at me. I'm Flo.